and we've just left the Crinan Canal now through the Ardrishaig sea lock. Yeah, you just hold on, love, now. Cold?
Fresh. Nice to be sailing again.
Nice to be sailing again. We have the engine on, just idling because we've been tacking just with the head sail, but we're going to have to turn into the wind shortly, so we'll have the motor on down to East Tarbert Marina. It should take a couple of hours. The wind is just relentlessly on our nose, or too light or too strong this trip. Infuriating, but we're out in the water, so
We're on an adventure.
we're on an adventure, as Kelly says.
Summer attire for sailing.
Standard.
Ain't no bikini shots here.
What up?
Does it look dodgy? Like it's dipping?
A little bit. You happy enough to go on it still? Or do you want to go beside Magic Hawk?
No, go here, that's fine.
What?
Go here, it's fine. We're just on this one.
Happy days.
Reverse.
Nope, you're about there now. Super. Smashing. Thanks very much.
Help yourself.
You have a quick spring.
Thank you.
Okay, go look up.
All good?
All good.
Happy?
Happy.
This is a wee wobbly one.
So we get into Tarbert Marina yesterday evening, and we had only planned to stay one night and then head on down to Campbeltown Marina and then get ready to make the jump across the North Channel back towards home. But a couple of things have happened over the last few days, particularly when we were doing a lot of motoring through the canal. Our engine was giving us a high voltage alarm, 16-17 volts, so we had to idle the engine for a while, put on a lot of electrics to try and drop the voltage. It's something that's been concerning us, so once we get into Tarbert we kind of had a look into see what was there anything we could do to rectify it. But after speaking to a few people, they think it's something to do with the alternator overcharging, in particular something to do with the alternator regulator. So we are in, as I say, Tarbert. Getting someone to come and have a look at that might be a bit difficult. We've spoken to some guys from back home and one of the guys locally here in the sailmakers, Willie Leach, and he's been trying to help us find someone that can come and have a look at it. So it looks like we're going to be held up here for another night, possibly longer, if we can't get this sorted, because there's only really one direction we're going and the wind seems to be coming from there, so we can't sail. We'd need the motor for a bit, and we fear if we motor we're just going to blow the batteries then with the charging fault. So we're a bit in limbo at the minute. We're hoping someone's coming this afternoon about 4 o'clock to have a look, and maybe it's something that can be fixed, a simple fix, fingers crossed, and then we'll leave for Campbeltown tomorrow. If not, we might have to stay here a bit longer, and if in worst case scenario we might have to leave the boat here, travel home, because we're due back at work in a few days, and then come back when we've a few days off and try and get the problem fixed. So it's kind of bittersweet, because Tarbert's actually a really lovely place. The marina's nice, the marina staff and the facilities are great. But while we're waiting on that getting sorted out, Kelly and I have just had a coffee and we're going for a walk up to Tarbert Castle. Cheers.
package, 15 gigabytes of even goldier golden data. Go golden, get even more data at fixed UK prices.
Good morning. We are just leaving Tarbert Marina. We've had 2 nights stay there. Really enjoyed it, but it was a night more than we had intended to, and that was because of some issues with the electrics. We had to get an electrician to come down and have a look at it. It was reading that the batteries were overcharging, so when we were it started off in Crinan Canal, but we were able to kind of tinker with things and it settled for a bit, and then it did it just on arrival to Tarbert Marina, so we didn't want to go any further without getting it looked at. The guy came and had a look at it, thinks it's sorted, so we're hopeful that it's okay. But we're just motoring out now of the marina. We've got a bit of wind coming from our west, and we are going kind of southwest, so we should get a bit of sailing done once we're clear of the ferries and trawlers. A few boats coming out of the marina. It's a shame we actually had to leave today because there's a festival on that starts today, and the locals were saying how good it was, but we'll miss it. But next stop is Campbeltown, and then that's us one step closer to home. But we've enjoyed our time in Tarbert. Yeah, nice food, nice drink, nice people. Happy skipper?
Happy skipper.
We've finally the engine off and full main and head sail out. Lovely cruising along just with a 7 knots on a beam reach, doing 4.8 knots speed over ground. So if it stays like this, it's going to be a really lovely sail. Coming into Campbeltown Marina now. And I can just see Campbeltown in the distance there, so we're almost there, and we're just set up for going port side 2 on the marina. We'll give them a call ahead just to let them know that we'll be there shortly. Looking forward to getting in and getting some warm clothes on, something hot to eat.